Good morning. Today we are going to complete Unit 4 with an assessment. So you're going to need to take out Chapter 4 Checkup, pages 103 and 104. Please grab a pencil and have your crayons nearby as well, just in case we need them, and complete this without any help from an adult. This is all on you, and I need to see what you've learned, okay? So you're just going to try and do your best. I'm not going to give you the answers. I'm just going to walk you through what you need to do. So, to begin with, let's start at number 1. At number 1, you need to count how many objects there are and then circle the correct number. So count how many suns there are and circle the correct number. For number 2, we're going to look at all the children in the picture, count how many children there are, and circle the correct number. Again, you'll count the children and circle the correct number. Moving to number 3, we have 3 rows of items. And each row, we're going to count how many objects there are and write the correct number on the line. So to begin with, I need to count how many clouds there are. I'll count the clouds and write the number over here. Then I'll move down and I'll count how many butterflies there are, and I'll write the number here. Finally, I'll count how many objects are in this row. As you can see, there's nothing here, so I need to write which number represents nothing. Coming down to number 4, they've given me a number. I need to represent this number with a drawing. So I'm going to draw 3 objects over here. Make it simple and clear. Turning the page over, we're going to work on the back side. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to graph, okay? So this is where you might want to use your crowns. You may want to have a green, a pink, and a purplish blue, okay? This is my key. These 3 I'm not going to count. I'm only going to be counting the objects over here to complete my graph. So I will count how many green dots there are, graph it. I will count how many pink dots there are and graph it, and I will count how many blue dots there are and graph it. So once you've completed all of that, we're going to move down to number 2. For number 2, they've given me 2 groups of things. I need to count how many items are on each picture. I write the correct number, and then I'm going to circle the group that is more. So to begin, I'm going to count how many balls of clay there are. I'll write the number here. Next, I need to count the paintbrushes and write the number here. Finally, I need to decide, do I have more balls of clay or more paintbrushes? And I need to circle the group that is more. Moving on to number 3. This time I'm going to count and circle the group that has less. So I'm going to count the pencils carefully, write the number of pencils on the line, and then I'm going to count the number of erasers and write the number on the line. When I'm done, I'm going to compare, and I'm going to figure out which one has less. I will circle which group has less. Are there less pencils or less erasers? Finally, I need to come down to number 4. On number 4, they've given me 2 rows of numbers. These numbers are separate, they do not continue, so each row I need to consider carefully. For the first row, I have a 0, a blank spot, and a 2. I need to figure out which number is missing, which number comes after 0 and before 2. Write the number here. For the second row, they've given me 3, a blank, and 5. The sequence is 3, blank, 5. I need to figure out the number that comes after 3 and before 5 and write it on the line. And that's all that you need to do to complete your assessment. When you have finished your assessment, please take a picture of both sides and either email it to me or download it to your Google Classroom. Good luck.